ടാറ്റ ഗ്രൂപ്പിന് കീഴിലുള്ള ആർട്സ് ആൻഡ് എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗുമായി ചേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് 100 ടണ്ണിൽ താഴെയുള്ള ബോട്ട് നിർമ്മാണത്തിന് വേണ്ടി ഒരു ജോയിന്റ് വെഞ്ചറിലേക്ക് കടക്കുകയാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ ഓഫ് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഇന്ന് ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട വ്യവസായ വകുപ്പ് മന്ത്രിയുടെ സാന്നിധ്യത്തിൽ ഒപ്പിടുകയുണ്ടായി.
കേരളത്തിലേക്ക് മറ്റൊരു വമ്പൻ വ്യവസായ സംരംഭം കടന്നു വരുന്നതിൻ്റെ പ്രഖ്യാപനമാണ് നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ കണ്ടത്. മലബാർ സിമൻസും ടാറ്റ ഗ്രൂപ്പിന് കീഴിലുള്ള ആർട്സ് ആൻഡ് എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗുമായി ചേർന്ന് 100 ടൺ ഭാരത്തിന് താഴെ വരുന്ന ബോട്ടുകൾ നിർമ്മിക്കുന്ന ഒരു വമ്പൻ മാനുഫാക്ചറിംഗ് പ്ലാന്റ് കേരളത്തിൽ ആരംഭിക്കാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചതിൻ്റെ പ്രഖ്യാപനമാണ് നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ കണ്ടത്. ഇതിൻ്റെ പ്രഖ്യാപന വിവരങ്ങളും ഇതിൻ്റെ മറ്റു വിവരങ്ങളും കമ്പനിയുടെ CEO അടക്കമുള്ളവർ വാർത്താ സമ്മേളനത്തിൽ വിശദീകരിക്കുകയുണ്ടായി. നമുക്ക് ആ വാർത്താ സമ്മേളനത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രസക്ത ദൃശ്യങ്ങൾ ഒന്ന് കണ്ടു നോക്കാം.
അപ്പോൾ ഈ പ്രോജക്റ്റിനെ കുറിച്ച് കൂടുതൽ ആർട്സ് ആൻഡ് ഗ്രൂപ്പിൻ്റെ ചീഫ് എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവ് ഓഫീസർ മിസ്റ്റർ ശശാങ്ക് ഝാ പറയുന്നതായിരിക്കും.
Good morning. My name is Shashank Jha. I am the CEO and whole-time director of Artsan Limited, Tata Enterprise. And thank you so much, Mr. Chandrabose. And Mr. Nishad is our consultant in Kochi, who, thanks to him, he introduced both of us to make something very important happen. So let me talk about what this EOI and the JV that we are talking about is. You must have recently seen in the budget, and before that, the government has been focusing on making India a major shipbuilding player in the world. We want to be at least the number 3 or number 3 to number 5 level shipbuilder in the world. And the importance of shipbuilding as a sector is that it creates a huge multiplier effect on the economy. So for every 1 rupee you spend on shipbuilding, it generates around 7 to 8 rupees for the economy. That's what the learned economists say. The big challenge that India has had in shipbuilding, and the market is massive. It is almost unlimited. Day before yesterday, I was in a green shipping conference organized by the DG Shipping, and they were talking about something like 60 million tons of the shipbuilding which needs to be done every year, so that the ships can get converted to greener fuels, which is a part of the energy transition narrative of the world. And the amount of revenue it can generate is unbelievable. Now, let me just give you an example. There are some 5 big shipyards in India currently, which are dealing with the Navy and the government-related work. One of them, one of the most prolific ones, is the Kochi shipyard. Then you have got Garden Reach in Kolkata, with whom we have been working for the last 6 to 8 years, building the ships for the Indian Navy, including the stealth frigates and the submarines. Then there is Mazagon Dock, there is Hindustan Shipyard in Vizag, and there is Goa Shipyard. And most of these shipyards, if you go, they have 6 to 8 years of backlog, which means if you want to build a new ship, you go to them, it'll take them 6 to 8 years possibly to get the ship out. Right. And then there is a huge demand for smaller boats as well. As you all would know, the Malabar coast, on which the Malabar cement is named very appropriately. Malabar coast used to be one of the biggest shipbuilding regions in the world. In India, around 300 years back, we were some of the best known shipbuilders in the world. And it's time to regain our glory. And as part of the Tata Group, we've been very keen on doing anything related to nation building. And a lot of thanks to GMCG, who are our design partners, who introduced me to Nishad. And Nishad has been a part of this infrastructure, and he got us together. And we have a huge, very nice infrastructure right next to the sea. So what you really need for shipbuilding is access to infrastructure which is close to the sea. Because once you build a boat which is 50 meters, 60 meters long and really equally wide, very heavy, you can't shift it from place to place. You have to build it next to the sea. And as things would have it, there is infrastructure existing with Malabar Cement, which is right next to the sea, where we can build boats and we can ship it out to the world. Just one example, last week I was in Global Business Summit in Delhi, and there was a very big Norwegian shipbuilder who had come. And they're building green boats because they are less polluting, they are noise-free, and the fish don't run away. So for the fish and the marine infrastructure to stay close to where fishing happens, it's very important to have green boats. And the massive demand, not just in Europe, in the US, also in India. And these are the kind of boats which we can build very nicely in this place. With luck, God knows how much we can build here. But even without a lot of luck, just with a lot of hard work, I think it won't be very difficult for us to touch numbers in a few hundred crores in a few years' time. The infrastructure is there, the demand is there. We just need to get our act together and start manufacturing. And to that extent, this is the signature we have done today. We're working together already, and the teams will be working together to figure out an execution plan through which we can not just do shipbuilding, possibly even do huge process equipment manufacturing, because it's right next to the sea. We can focus on export markets. So that's where we are. Nisha?
Thank you. Any questions? Since today we have just signed the expression of interest only, modalities has to be worked out. So the discussions will be at government level. So from tomorrow onwards, we together we made a 6-member team, 3 from our side and 3 from Tata side. So this 6-member team will work out the modalities and bring to the government lookout. They will work finalize.
So the beauty of this model is we are trying to salvage an existing infrastructure. A lot of money has already been spent. What at this point of time it will focus on, the investment would be very small that you need right now, just handling infrastructure, $1 million or a couple of $1 million. But the revenue generation will be in the tens of millions of dollars, and the employment generation as well. As in, even to do 100 tons of shipbuilding in a month, you're possibly looking at employing something like maybe 300 laborers, right, or 200 laborers. But the workforce enhancement will be massive, depending on the kind of activities we take on. So look at it from the point of view of the multiplier effect on the economy. For every revenue generated in shipbuilding, every rupee spent on shipbuilding here, the multiplier effect on the local economy and the country's economy is 6 to 7 times easily. So, manufacturers.
Less than 100
Sorry, yeah. So, sorry, your question is that is this manufacturing sector?
Yeah.
So yes, it is manufacturing sector.
It is manufacturing, and in fact, we are planning to manufacture boats which is less than 100 ton size initially, and we can scale up in the future, because this is the first kind of, it's a kind the people it is really a triple P model. So it is a test phase. So initially we'll be concentrating for boats which is less than 100 tons. And one fact is that Cochin shipyard is not able to deliver this kind of small boats, because their lookout is for a bigger ships. So the market is wide open. So we are pretty sure that in down the line 2 to 3 years of time, we can scale up the operation. That is the manufacturing process.
And yes, yes. So just to give more context and to add to what Sir is saying, India has been known for river navigation for a long time, and Kochi is pioneering with something like a Kochi Metro. You are looking to build 50 passenger capacity, 100 passenger capacity boats, which are not really very heavy. They are 25 ton, 30 ton, barges which carry containers, small barges which carry goods around. They are maybe 50 ton, 60 ton, 80 ton. And the big shipyards like Cochin Shipyard, Garden Reach, they are focusing on the big navy boats, which are massive, which require the attention. Who will build the smaller boats then? People like us step in and help with building these boats on a quick turnaround basis. For example, right now, not exactly a very small boat, but Artsan is starting the construction of something called the floating dry dock in Maharashtra. We've rented a shipyard in Alibag on a way, not the same model, but it's on a lease that we have rented a shipyard. We're building a 3,000 ton boat. But, that takes around 10 months and it takes the full attention. In the same time, because we'll have access to a shipyard, we'll possibly be building a lot of smaller boats, which are 20 ton, 30 ton, which generate the same amount of employment. So, our focus here is to focus on something which is on the small and medium segment, for which there is pretty much unlimited demand in the market, and try and do something. And as he said, the modalities are being worked out on how we will make it happen here. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
for the benefit of everyone, we'll reintroduce all the four of us. And here's the EOI we just signed in front of the minister. So this is for the benefit of photographs. And as a round of reintroductions, just before we leave, is I'm Shashank Jha. I am the CEO and whole-time director of Artson, Tata Enterprise. It's one of the very few listed companies of the Tata Group, and it's a subsidiary of Tata Projects.
Hi, I'm Chandra Bose, Managing Director, Malabar Cements. We are entering into joint venture with Tata Artson Group.
Myself, George Joseph. I'm with GMCG. We are the engineering partners for Tata Artson for a while now. So we will be doing the engineering, the part of the projects for them in Cochin. And we are also based in Cochin and Mumbai. And we are a group, MNC group based in Cyprus actually. Thank you.
Morning. I am Nishad Ali. I'm a project consultant for Artson and GMCG. I will be there triggering this MOU with the Artson and Mr. Malabar Cements. Thank you.